Data driven testing. Data driven testing. What is data driven testing? Vasu, any idea? I think all of you familiar with this term. What is data driven testing? What is data driven testing?
It's using a table we can.
Table. Using table. Using table. Without table also you can conduct data driven testing.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the term. I think you know the functionality of that one, but expression also important. Karun, what is data driven testing?
We can test a different set of data, sir.
We can
Test a functionality with different set of data.
good. Testing the functionality with different sets of test data. See, testing a functionality with multiple sets of test data. Charles, okay na Charles?
Sir, is it something positive, negative?
Just a minute. You are mixing the concepts. Here, what is data driven testing? Testing a functionality with multiple sets of test data. That's it. Instead of testing single input, testing with multiple inputs. That's it. Next, why data driven testing? Vasu, why data driven testing? Okay, what is data driven testing? Okay, why data driven testing? For example, for one input, my application is working fine, my functionality is working fine. Suppose login functionality, for that login functionality I am providing username and password, it is working fine. Then why I need to test with multiple sets of test data?
If you want to test login like with multiple input fields, so we need to use a table or some Excel file.
You want to test with multiple. Why you want? Suppose for one input my functionality is responding fine, my functionality is working fine, then why you want to test with multiple sets of input?
The test data setup, like if you want multiple data.
If you want multiple, why you want multiple data first of all? You want, you can, but why you want? Okay, Charles.
Yes, sir. To test positive or negative scenarios, sir.
Okay, to conduct positive and negative testing, Karun. To conduct positive and negative testing, we use data driven testing. Okay, now Vasu?
Yes, sir.
See, to conduct positive and negative testing, to conduct positive and negative testing. Say, for valid input, my functionality is working fine. What about handling invalid input? It has to accept valid input and prevent invalid input. Okay, say for every test requirement or user story, Karun, two types of scenarios. One is positive scenario, another is negative scenario. The completeness of software testing is positive and negative testing. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
Say for every test requirement, or user story in Agile methodology. Two types of scenarios. One is positive scenario, another is negative scenario. The completeness of software testing is positive and negative testing. Okay. Now tell me, can you tell me, Charles, positive testing and negative testing, which one is bigger?
Sir, nothing is bigger, sir.
Nothing is bigger.
Both have own values.
Nothing is bigger.
Sir, both have own values.
Negative testing is bigger. Observe, for every test scenario, only one positive scenario, but multiple negative scenarios. Take example, suppose admin log into admin interface. That is my requirement. For that, positive scenario is admin login with valid username and password. That's it. Suppose negative scenario, admin login with invalid username, valid password. That is one test. One scenario. Next, valid username, invalid password. Another scenario. Next, both invalid username and password. Next, username blank, password valid or invalid. Next, password blank, username valid or invalid. Next, both blank. If you don't enter any data, it has to show error message. Now tell me, which one is bigger, positive testing or negative testing?
Yes, sir. We use more negative testing. Negative.
Say, for every test scenario, only one positive test scenario with valid input. With valid input or valid navigation. Suppose if you don't use test data in your test case, for example, redirect admin, redirect functionality, admin interface to user interface, in that test case, no input data. For that, valid navigation. Okay. For every test requirement, only one positive scenario, but multiple negative scenarios. Completeness of software testing is positive and negative testing. If it is manual testing, Saloni, if it is manual testing, we need to conduct positive and negative testing separately. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
In manual testing, we need to conduct positive and negative testing separately. But in automated testing, that is one of the advantages of automated testing. You can conduct positive and negative testing using a single test case called data-driven test case. Okay. And one more thing,
Okay,
Charles, even though negative testing is bigger than positive testing, but for most of the functionalities, we focus positive testing. It has to work first. Getting?
Yes, sir.
It has to work first. But for some critical functionalities, negative testing also important. Say, for every test requirement, Karun, we don't focus on data-driven testing. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
If suppose in your application, 400 functionalities are there. If you want to conduct positive and negative testing for all 400 test scenarios, all 400 test cases, it is difficult, time taking. Okay. We focus on only complex functionalities like login, etc. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing, observe. And one more thing, Saloni. Data-driven testing is one of an advantage of automated testing. One of an advantages of
Automated test.
automated testing. It is one of the advantages of automated testing. In manual testing, no meaning of data-driven testing. User need to conduct positive and negative testing separately. Okay. What is data-driven testing? Okay. Why data-driven testing? Okay. Next, how to conduct data-driven testing. How to conduct data-driven testing. Okay. How to conduct data-driven testing? Guess, Charles.
Sir, using the one positive scenario and rest of the
Okay.
multiple scenarios.
Test data file is important now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
See, in automated testing, any test tool, UFT also supports data-driven testing. In automated testing, we conduct data-driven testing using a test data file using a resource. Term is resource. In this scenario, resource means test data file. In automated testing, we conduct data-driven testing using test data file. Observe the process. Karun, observe the process. Just a minute. Data-driven testing process. Data-driven testing process. Observe. Step 1. Create a test case. Create a test case. Next, step 2. Prepare test data. Next, Saloni, guess. Create test case. Prepare test data for the test case. Next, suppose test case is ready. Test data file also ready. Test data file is external, la Karun.
Yes, sir.
Test data file.
We have to add Excel file.
Pardon?
We have to add external jar files.
You are misleading the concept. Add external jar, that is setup, environment setup, that is comes under environment setup. Suppose test case in our editor. Next, test data file is external file. Okay. Connect test data with the test case. Connect test data with the test case. In our Selenium scenario, how we connect? Observe Vasu, how we connect? Read test data file. Read test data file and pass the values to input fields. input fields of the test case. Observe, Vasu, any confusion?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. What about you, Charles? Raise query, Charles.
No, sir. Thank you.
This is our requirement, data-driven testing for admin login functionality by reading
So one
test.
question.
Tell me.
So step 3 use the connect test data with test case.
Pardon?
So is there any plugged in we use, like how we using with the
We are going to
UFT?
test that one.
Step 3, sir.
For text file like Notepad, no
Oh,
plugin
okay.
required. File handling concept in Java is there now.
Like scanner objects,
Not scanner object. File handling.
buffer readers,
File reader. Buffered reader.
Okay.
Using those objects, we can read data and connect to our test case. If you want to use Excel for that, you need to download external jars. Why? Excel is not built in with Java. That we will discuss later. Now we are going to use text file Notepad. For text file, no plugins or external jars required. Using Java file handling concept, we can connect. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Here our test case Saloni. I think all of you familiar with this test case, Karun. One is launch browser. Second one is navigate to GCR stop admin interface login page. It is only the home page. Next, enter username. Enter username. Next,
Enter password.
enter password. Next, click OK button. Click OK button. Next, verification point. See, we observed 2 verification points. I am taking URL. I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we used log off link. That is also good. Observe, suppose first launch admin interface URL, admin interface login page. Next, enter username, enter username, enter password, observe Saloni, URL, look at URL, it is login
Yes.
PHP, login page,
Yeah.
login page. See, just a minute, temp at 2020. It is login page. Observe that URL, click login. Now login successful. Now what is the page? Index page na?
Yes, sir.
Observe Vasu, index page na?
Yes, sir.
After successful login, you can get this index page. Otherwise, right side top log off link is there. By checking the existence of log off link, you can confirm the login functionality. After successful login only, you can get log off link. See, earlier we did this log off link. Now I am taking this URL. Before login page, after login index page. Observe. Suppose if login fails, click login button. It is taking too much time. Okay. Observe Vasu. Now we are in same login page now.
Sir.
Okay. Verification point. Capture the current URL. Capture the current URL and compare with expected Next, expected URL index.php. We need to collect this type of data from development team. Next, input data or test data. Input data or test data Saloni. We are going to conduct data driven testing now. For example, refer input.txt. Next, create input data file. Suppose on desktop. Just a minute. New. Input. Observe Saloni. What are the fields in this navigation? What are the fields in this navigation? Username. Next, password Karun.
Yeah, Papa.
Suppose username, valid username, comma space, valid password. Next, invalid. Suppose A, B, C, D, E, F, temp at 0000. Next, again valid. Observe Charles. Here I am preparing 3 sets of data. You can prepare 10 sets, 20 sets, 100 sets of data also if required. Why I am preparing 3 sets of data? In our application, one hurdle is there. Locking functionality is there, Saloni. Admin login, locking functionality is there. Suppose
Yes,
if you enter, if you enter 3 continuous invalid inputs, means 3 invalid attempts continuously, then admin login will lock for 5 minutes. That is business rule in this application, Vasu. Getting this point?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose in banking applications also we can find this type of security. Suppose
Yes, sir.
after 3 failed login attempts, your bank login will lock for 24 hours. Getting this point? That depends on your bank.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
in India, ICICI Bank or SBI, if you conduct three failed login attempt, if we use three failed login attempt, if you use three invalid inputs continuously, then it will lock for 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Suppose fourth time, if you use a valid input also, it won't accept. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
Suppose three times you used invalid input, fourth time you are using valid input, but if it is valid or invalid, fourth time it doesn't accept as per business rule. In this application also one business rule is there. After three failed login attempts, login functionality will lock for 5 minutes. That's why I'm using only 3 sets of input, Charles. If you want to conduct with 10 sets of input or 20 sets of input, what you have to do is ask development team to remove that admin login locking functionality temporarily. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
Karun, getting?
Yeah, got it, sir.
If you want, suppose here I am using only one invalid input. If you want to use all possible invalid inputs like username valid, password invalid, next invalid username, password valid, both invalid, one blank, one valid, both blank, like all possible invalid inputs, then ask development team to remove that admin login locking functionality temporarily. Okay. Now I'm explaining the process, Karun. It is for 3 inputs or 10 inputs or 100 inputs, no problem. Okay, now
Sir.
test data file. Test data file is ready. Test data file is ready with 3 sets of input. Okay. Next, prepare the test case. Saloni, prepare the test case. You know how to prepare Selenium WebDriver test case. You know that login functionality, navigation. First
Yes, sir.
initial step, instantiate the browser driver. Okay, Saloni, you continue also.
Sys- Yep.
System dot set property.
System dot set property
WebDriver dot Chrome driver.
within double quotes, WebDriver. Next,
Dot Chrome
.chrome, it is browser
driver.
type, .driver,
Path from the C.
close double quotes, comma, path of the driver executable file. Path of the driver executable file. Just a minute. Observe carefully, Charles. Typical test case. Close double quotes. Next, at the end of the statement, semicolon. It is Java syntax. If you use Python for Selenium, you no need to use semicolon at the end of the statement. This syntax depends on your programming language. It is not standard Selenium syntax, Karun. It depends on programming language that you selected.
Okay.
Next, continue, Vasu.
WebDriver
WebDriver
driver equal to
driver equals to
new Chrome driver.
new Chrome driver. New is Java
Parenthesis.
keyword.
Parenthesis.
Chrome driver. Open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, import WebDriver library. Next, import Chrome driver library. Next, in 9th line we used system class. System also library, but it is from Java. That is built in. You no need to import. Built in. Okay. Next, maximize the browser window. Driver
Driver
dot
dot manage
manage dot
dot window
window
maximize dot
dot
maximize.
maximize.
Center.
Observe Charles, this 11th line, maximizing the browser window. This step is common for, this step is same for every browser. If it is Edge browser or Mozilla Firefox browser. Getting?
Yes, sir.
This WebDriver method is, this WebDriver statement is
Common.
same, common for every browser. Here driver is browser object, manage is method on the object, manage is Selenium WebDriver method, window, option, maximize, sub option. Suppose run this program, run this partial code, okay. Chrome browser launched with blank URL. Next, if it is Edge browser, what are the changes required? Here, Karun, instead of Chrome, browser type Chrome, use Edge. Okay.
Okay.
Next, instead of Chrome driver, here import Edge driver library. Okay. Next, instead of Chrome browser driver, the driver name is Microsoft WebDriver. I think for Edge browser, this 12th line, maximizing the browser window, not required. Initial state of Edge browser, maximized state only. That's why it is not required. Check. Otherwise, you can use maximize statement. Edge browser launched now.
Yes, sir.
Edge browser launched. If you use this one, what will happen? I think nothing. Run. Okay. Next, observe Charles. Remaining steps, remaining test case steps are same for every browser now.
Yes, sir.
Next, suppose if you want to use Mozilla Firefox browser, just change the browser type. My Mozilla Firefox browser name is Gecko. Edge driver name Edge. Chrome driver name Chrome only, but Mozilla Firefox driver name is Gecko. Here executable file name is Gecko driver.exe. Next, library name Firefox driver. Import Firefox driver library. Run this code. Observe Salwani. Mozilla Firefox browser launched with blank URL now.
Yes, sir.
Now observe. This is the only difference. Now change to our Chrome. Chrome driver. Chrome driver.exe. run it once to make sure whether the Chrome browser is launching properly or not. It is launching. Next, continue Karan, Vasu, continue Vasu. Remaining steps. Driver dot get
Application login URL.
application, not login. Okay, login page URL. Login page URL. Just a minute. Login page URL. Okay. Next, we already inspected username, password, login button elements. See,
Yeah, and driver dot find element.
driver dot find element by dot
By
name locator value, username, not today, yesterday or day before yesterday we inspected this one. Dot
send keys.
send keys. Next, driver dot
Find element.
find element
By
dot name
password.
password
Dot send keys.
dot send keys. Next, driver dot find element by dot id. What is the id value? tdb1, I think. tdb1 dot click dot click. Okay, verification point we will insert. Now observe Karan, test case is ready. Test case is ready. Next, test data file also ready. Next, connect test data with the test case. Okay now.
Okay.
17, 18 lines, sir.
18 line. Test data. We need to read the data and connect na. Pending na.
Okay, sir.
Pending. We need to read and connect the data. Okay. Observe. Open the text file in read mode, Saloni. Open the text file in read mode. You know how to handle flat files or text files using Java programming. Open a text file in read mode first, then read the file. Here two objects required. One is file reader, another is buffer reader.
File reader.
File
equal to
reader.
new.
File
equal
reader.
to new.
Suppose object name file. Otherwise you can use file object. Okay.
Equal to new.
Equals to new file reader. Next argument is path of the file. Path of the file. File available on desktop. Take the path of the file. Oh, it's not. Input. Input. It is string type data. Use double quotes. Use double quotes. What is happening? New. Oh, sorry. Here. Okay. Now import file reader. Now observe Vasu. What is the functionality of 14th line?
Int is
opens-
buffer reader.
It opens the specified text file in read mode. That's it.
Buffer reader.
Don't mix. What is the functionality of 14th line?
14th line, just open the file, sir.
Open the file in read mode.
Read mode, yes.
Read mode. That is important. Suppose if you want to open the file in write mode, create file writer object. Okay. Next, we already discussed this concept.
Yes, sir.
Buffered reader, single word. Buffered reader, suppose BR, any meaningful object name.
New buffer reader.
New buffered reader. Just a minute. Argument. Pass file instance as argument. That is the relation between these two objects. What is the argument?
File, sir.
What is the argument, Saloni?
I think path of the file.
Karun, what is the argument in this area?
File.
What is the argument in this area?
The file name,
File.
sir.
File reader object. Name whatever it may be. Okay, now?
Okay, sir.
We can just add a file, right, sir? Just not file object.
Pardon?
Not just file.
Just file.
Yeah.
What is file?
Okay. Makes sense, sir. No, good.
What is file? File can't be understood by
Yeah.
Java. Na?
I got it. I got it, sir. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Suppose if you use file, error. What is file? Okay. File. Suppose
Line, you have to update file.
if you create file object as file name, this one.
Now it correct.
Now it accepts.
Yes.
Suppose any name, any meaningful name, no restrictions here, but try to use meaningful name. Suppose file reader name is Vasu. Here, pass
Makes sense,
Vasu.
sir. Yeah.
Okay, na? Take
Sir.
meaningful names. File object. It is standard, not rule. What is the functionality of 16th line? Saloni, what is the functionality of 16th line? Creating
Write
buffer.
data to open file.
Pardon?
To write data to open
Write.
file.
Write data.
Read
Where-
the data.
Just a minute. Where we are writing, Saloni? Here, no writing concept at all.
Open the file in the write mode.
Write mode. Why write mode? Why write mode? Here, no write concept, na? In data-driven testing, only reading data, no writing data. Charles, what is the functionality of 16th line?
Sir, open the file for reading mode, sir.
That is 15th line.
Read 16 line is, sir, reading mode, sir.
Mode, okay, mode already there.
Sir, file reader, sir, file object we creating, sir.
Now, can you tell me, Karun, 15th line, creating file reader object, functionalities, it opens the specified file in read mode. That's it.
Okay.
Next, 16th line functionality,
Sir, read data from
read
open
data
file.
from the opened file. That's it. Good, Saloni. Read data from the opened file. Now observe, Vasu, Suppose if it is VB script, we use modes, read for 1. Read is default mode in VB script. Suppose
Yes,
write
sir.
2, append 8, like mode numbers. Read 1,
Yes, sir.
write 2, append 8. If you don't specify any file mode, that is file mode. If you don't specify any file mode, then VB script considers default mode, that is the read mode. But here no modes, no file mode specification. Using object only, we can open a file in read mode or write mode. If it is read mode, create file reader object. Write mode, create file writer object. Okay now?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion, Karun? Ask me.
No, sir. So the 15th line is just to read the data from the file, right?
No. 15th line, only open the file in read mode. That's it.
Oh, sorry, 16th line, sir. I got confused.
15th line, just open the file in read mode. That's it. 16th line, read the data from the opened file. Getting?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, in 16th line, if we close file, it will not open, right?
What?
The file should be open.
File should be.
16 line, the file should be open, right? If we close that file and save it, it will not open.
I'm not getting you. 15th line, file opened in read mode now.
Yes, sir. 16 line, sir.
16th line, reading the data from that opened file.
What about, sir, that file is closed?
File is closed. How you close that file?
Save as and, sir, close on the top, sir.
How you close that file?
I'm just asking, sir.
How you tell me? Suppose you are going to damage. How to damage? First tell me. Then I will provide the solution.
Sir, we close manually, sir.
Manually you close. Say for manually already in closed state only na.
Okay, sir.
Observe. Just a minute. Manually file in closed state only na.
Okay, sir.
Manual is different, automation is different. Say, suppose if you open the file in read mode or write mode, it opens the file internally.
Okay, sir.
Internally, not externally. And one more thing we already discussed, Karun and Vasu, if you perform any action manually on desktop, on computer, Selenium won't consider those operations. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Proper launching of the application, performing actions on the application, and closing of the application by Selenium WebDriver only. Okay. Now a file in closing mode only, user point of view, file in close mode only,
Okay.
Charles.
Got it. Thank you.
Next, observe Saloni. We are going to read data line by line, Saloni. We are going to read data line by line from that file. Here,
Okay, sir.
every line is one record now.
Yes, sir.
First of all, we need to read line by line from this file. Every line is one record. Here, every line is having multiple fields now. First one is we prepared, that's why we know this one. First value is username. Second value is password. First value is username. Second value is password. Suppose, Karun, in our test case, 3 fields are there or 4 fields are there. Suppose third field XYZ, fourth field ABCD, just assume. If you read line, it is one record. You need to split this line into pieces and pass first value to first field, second value to second field, third value to third field, like that now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Here also observe. Here observe this test data file, Karun. We need to read data line by line. If it is Excel, like Excel file, row by row, that is different. That we will discuss later. Here line by line. Every line is having 2 fields in this scenario. After reading this line, we need to split this line into 2 pieces based on the delimiter. Here delimiter is comma, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Comma, or you can use any delimiter. Suppose you can use star asterisk symbol also. But based on that delimiter, you need to split that one. Suppose I am using standard one, comma. You need to split this. First read the line. Read lines one by one. Next, split every line into 2 pieces. 2 pieces based on the delimiter, and pass first value of every line to username, second value of every line to password. That's it. And one more problem is there in this file. That is not problem. Observe, Charles. Here first line. Observe the first line. First line. First line is not test data now.
No, sir. That's the reason we did put that semicolon.
First line is not test data. Suppose, just a minute. If your file is like this, you can read all lines and split the lines based on the delimiter and pass the value. Suppose user friendliness point of view, we are using field headers, but this field header is not test data. So here, first we need to skip the first line, Karun. First we need to skip the first line using Java programming. Next, read second line onwards up to end of the line. Next, split every line into 2 pieces based on the delimiter. Next, connect first value to username, second value to password. This is the process. Any confusion, Vasu?
Sir, thank you.
Now observe Saloni. I am declaring one string variable, Saloni. String line. We are going to read no value, just declare variable. Why this variable? We are going to read data line by line now, in order to store the data temporarily. Variable. Okay. Next, int count. Int count. Int count. Why this count variable, Charles? We are going to split the not split. We are going to skip the first line now.
Yes.
For that we need to count the lines, then skip the first line. Suppose initial value 0. Next, int iteration. Iteration is first cycle of execution equals to 0. Now observe, Karun. Line is different. Line is different. Iteration is different. Observe. First, I am reading this data. First, I am reading this one. Here, line count is 1.
Yes, sir.
Iteration count. It
0.
is not tested data, so no iteration here. Iteration
Okay.
count 0 na.
Yes, sir.
Next, read second line. Here line count is 2.
1.
2. Iteration count is
1.
1. Next, read third line. Line count is 3. Iteration count is
2.
2.
2.
For identifying the iterations, I am using iteration variable. Iteration variable is iteration value is number na. That's why I'm using integer. But this iteration is optional. It increases the readability of the script. Okay. Now I'm going to use while loop. Irrespective of the record count, we can use while loop. While line equals to single equals to y, we are going to read the data, assign the value br dot read line method. You need to remember these methods. Read line condition is up to not equals to null. Try to understand this condition, Vasu. Try to understand this condition. Here while loop we are using now. Place at the end of the script. End of the script. Observe Vasu, what is the meaning of this one? br.read line means read the file line by line and store the value into this line. First it reads first line, next loop, second line, third line, fourth line, like that. Read the line, read line by line up to line not equals to null. Null means nothing. Suppose first it reads first line and checks whether it is null or not. Is it null? First line
No,
is
sir.
null. No, value is there. Null means no value. Null is Java
Nothing.
keyword. Null is no value. Next, it will continue in the loop. It will read second line and checks whether the line is null. No, not null. It will continue. Third line, not null. Continue. Read and continue. Fourth line, not null. Continue. Next, fifth line,
Stop.
null. So come out from the loop. Getting?
Sir, I have question. Sir, if you open that file .txt, if we give space of second to third negatives that line, will it stop, right, sir? Because it will consider as a null.
Space is null. Space is
So I
null.
mean to say,
Just a minute.
Yes,
First
sir.
of all, tell me, space is null or not?
yes, sir.
Space is null.
Space null is nothing. I think space. I don't think so. It's a null.
Space is not null. Observe. Suppose here total
Okay.
5 lines.
Yeah.
5 lines. Last one. After fifth line, that is null. But third line is not null. But no data.
Right, sir.
No data. And one more thing, you no need to think about this type of problems. Why? We only create test data file. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
We tester only creates test data file.
Test.
So don't use blank lines in your test data file. It may not come out from the loop, but no data means that iteration will be disturbed now.
Yes, sir.
So don't use that one. Why you use that one? You only preparing the test data. Suppose you are reading the test data from any other application, that time you may not control on the test data, but you only preparing the test data. Then why you are using blank lines in your within your test data?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Got it, sir.
And one more thing, blank line or space or blank line is not null. That is also value, but not no value, no that one external value, but that is also not null.
Okay,
Now
sir.
space. Next, observe Saloni. Do you understand this logic, Saloni?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Sir, BR is at element or method, sir? Sorry.
Pardon?
Dot read line.
You are asking
That,
for BR?
yeah.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You are asking for BR.
Yes, sir.
Why you are asking that question?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, buffer reader. Got it. Makes sense. No problem.
This is buffered reader. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Suppose buffered reader object name was.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Here
okay.
you need to use.
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah, okay, sir. Makes sense. Thank
Okay,
you.
now. Okay. Okay, cool. BR. BR stands for buffered reader here. Next, after opening the loop, Karun. After opening the loop, Karun. Count equals to count plus 1. Why initial count initial value 0 na? If you open the file, you are going to read first line na?
Yes, sir.
So count equals to count plus 1 means first line. Now apply the condition. Apply the condition. If suppose if you don't write column header in your file, you no need to write this if condition, but you wrote column header, that's why we are using count. If count greater than 1, then only perform this one. Then only perform. And one more thing, launching this one time activity. It is enough. Every time looping is not required. Every time looping is not required.
Sir,
suppose what will happen? Now observe current. I'm using instantiating browser driver and creating browser driver statements at top of the program. Why? Create once, enough na?
Yeah.
Create once. Then you can use multiple iterations. Now Charles asked me.
Yes, sir. That's what my question was. Why
Create
you?
once. Suppose if you are using that instantiating browser driver and create browser driver within the loop, every time it will create na? Every iteration. Next, if count greater than 1. What is the meaning of count greater than 1? Here count is line na. Count greater than 1 means it will read from
First line, sir.
second line.
Okay. I mean first iteration. Yes, second line.
First iteration. Second line. Next here for iteration numbers, give increment iteration equals to iteration plus 1. Iteration plus 1. Iteration equals to iteration plus 1. I think place this common step also before try. Otherwise we will change that one.
Sir, where did you put it? That one? Driver?
Common steps. I
Only
will check
once,
it.
right?
I will check it. Next, we in our file, every line is having multiple values. Here 2 values. You can use 3 values, 4 values based on your functionality. String. I'm creating array. Input data array symbol square brackets equals to. Next, here our line is having 2 records, 2 values, 2 fields. Split the line into 2 pieces and store into that array. Line dot split the line into 2 pieces based on the delimiter. This is the syntax. Delimiter is comma space. How many pieces? 2 pieces. Suppose if you have 3 pieces, here use 3. 4 pieces, 4. Now pass the data to input fields Vasu. Pass the data. You are reading the data into the string array. Array name is input. Pass the data.
Sir, one question, sir.
Just a minute. Pass the data, Vasu. Charles, what is your query?
So my query is that, sir, sir, this 31 lines, sir, I understand we're using the input data as a string.
Just a minute.
Sir,
Here line is string variable. We are reading the data line by line from the text file na, from the data from our test data file na. Hello?
yes, sir, we do.
We are reading the data from our test data file. Here if line count greater than 1 only we are reading, means we are reading second line onwards. Here
Correct, sir.
first it reads second line. In this line 2 fields are there na.
Oh, okay.
We need to split the line into 2 pieces based on the delimiter. What is the delimiter here? Comma. Okay. Here splitting the line into two pieces. Suppose if more than one value, that time variable is not sufficient for storing the value. If two or more values, then array required. Getting?
Yes, sir. So example, instead of username, password, and actual result, if we have a 3 column,
If
and
you
if we have
you
a
have 3 columns, what will happen?
values,
A, B, C, D.
then
Suppose X,
array.
Y, Z. Suppose we
Yeah.
have 4 columns. We have 4 columns. Means every line is having 4 columns. That time
So, sir,
here split the line
we
into 4
4
pieces.
and do we need to also? Okay, just that's okay, sir.
Here
Okay,
comma is the delimiter between fields, 2 fields into 4 pieces. Then
before
what is
2
the problem?
no, sir, no problem. Just trying to understand, sir.
What about you, Karan? Split the line into 2 pieces. Next, pass the data. We are
So
reading to
before
this.
2, what does it mean, sir? Before 2.
Before 2, delimiter.
Yes. Okay, so this is the symbol of delimiter. Okay, sir.
Not only that is the symbol. Here, what is the this is username value. This is password. In between username and password, what is there?
Space
Comma space.
and comma. Yes, sir.
Comma space. Here what I used?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Suppose in your file, use common delimiter. Suppose file is like this. You are using delimiter, asterisk symbol. Then you have to give here asterisk symbol. Any problem?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now tell me, Karun.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Username. Okay. We are reading the data into string array name, input data, square brackets, array symbol. Now pass the data. First value username, second value password. Pass the data. Say array index starts from 0. First value stores in 0th index, second value 1, like that. Input data of 0. 0 means username. Any problem, Vasu? Input data of 1.
Password.
Sir, so this is, sir, Selenium or Java keyboard, sir?
Which one?
Input data 0 and 1.
What is input data?
So
Array.
input data array, sir.
Array belongs to
Java.
Then why you are asking Selenium? Selenium is not a
Okay,
programming language. Now observe, Karan. We are reading 2 values into this array now. First value username, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Second value
Password.
password. First value means index 0 na.
Yes, sir.
Second value index 1 na. Suppose if you have 4 fields, 0, 1, 2, 3. Getting?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Next. Click OK. After that, capture the current URL. String URL equals to driver dot get current URL. Get current URL. Next, if Saloni, are you following?
Yes, sir.
URL dot suppose contains index page. You can use equals also. Equals is exact match. Try with equals. Contains is match case. Equals. Okay. Next, system.out.println. Identification point of view, I am taking iteration. First iteration na. It will take the number. Plus means concatenate. See. Admin login is successful. Passed. Close if block. Open else block. Else. Same iteration. It will take if block or else block as per the condition. Admin login is unsuccessful. Failed. Next, after this one, driver dot close. Next, one more bracket required. I will explain. Observe Vasu. 47th line. Closing curly braces is there na?
Yes, sir.
It is related to, suppose 45th line. Close curly braces is there na?
Yes, sir.
It is related to 43rd line. Here open na?
Okay.
Else block. Next, 42nd line. Close curly braces belongs to
40.
40th line. Okay. Next, 47th line.
29th.
Good. 29th if condition. Next, 48th line.
26.
20.
Where is 48th line, sir?
48th line. 30th
30th.
line. Okay. 49th line.
I think 27th line.
27th line. Loop close. Loop. Within the loop condition. Within the condition test case. Within the test case verification point. Okay. Next 50th line Saloni. 50th line, one close curly brace is there now. That close curly
Yes,
brace
sir.
belongs to, say in Java, every code blocks enclosed with curly braces. Every open curly braces followed with close curly braces. Suppose 50th line, close curly brace is there. It is belongs to
41.
41. 41 if close 43, immediate close na.
Oh, yes, sir.
50th line curly braces belongs to Karun. See, blindly,
15th
remember,
15th.
line.
last two curly braces in your Java, last but one belongs to main method, last one belongs to class. Observe here, class, 30th line, 30th. First open, last close. Next 50th. Main method open is there now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Observe Charles, in Java, blindly, remember blindly, last two curly braces belongs to main method and class. Last one class, last but one main method. Now observe this logic, Saloni. All are okay now? Code blocks.
Yes, sir.
All are okay now? Here
Yes.
nesting is there. Nesting. We inserted condition within this loop. Next, within this condition, we again inserted some other condition. Nested is there. Looping. Okay. Now, in between 49, after 49th line, it is enough, Charles. It is enough. But I am going to use some standards. Close the objects. Create object, use object, at the end close object, means release the memory immediately. Otherwise, no problem. These are formal. These are standards only. Close the object before main method only. Now observe current. Suppose if you close these objects before 49th line, it will close within the loop only now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So close before the main method. Now try to run this test script. Try to run. Maximize the browser window. I think problem is there.
So admin,
Not admin. Problem is there. Observe. What is the problem is, observe Karun. Observe. We are just a minute. Karun, here we are creating browser driver object now in 17th line.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We are creating browser object. First time it is creating. Next, here we are using in 47th line, we are closing the browser driver now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
After closing, cursor won't come up to first line. It will iterate within this loop only na. Within this loop only na.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If you close once, second time, no browser object na.
Oh,
First
okay,
iteration
okay.
performed. For second iteration, browser not available. Why? We closed within this loop. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We closed within this loop. How to avoid that one? Suppose, just a minute, you place this maximize here. Okay. Next, I'm declaring
So
the WebDriver as global.
Sir, wait.
Just a minute. WebDriver as global. WebDriver before main method, I'm declaring driver. WebDriver driver. Driver dot close. Cannot make static reference to the non-static field driver. Just a minute. Next, you create the driver in this area only. Just a minute. You use instantiating browser driver only once. You can we instantiate the browser driver file only once, but within the loop we need to create object every time. Why? Multiple iterations. Just a minute. Still problem. Just a minute. Driver. Okay. Make it as static. Now observe, Karun. Understand the changing, placement changing. Observe, Karun. 17th line, instantiating the browser driver file, driver executable file. That is only once enough. Next, creating driver here. We are going to use this driver in multiple blocks of the code. That's why I am declaring WebDriver as static. Now run this one. Just a minute. Just wait, Charles. Run this code. First iteration. Valid input. Close the browser window. Second iteration. Invalid input. Third iteration. Again valid input. Close the browser window. Now observe, Vasu. Forget about red color text. That is execution info. First iteration. Admin login successful. Passed na. Second iteration. What is second iteration?
Fail.
Unsuccessful. Failed na.
Yes, sir.
What is the third iteration?
Pass.
Passed. Okay, it is good. Just spell mistake. Okay. Now tell me, Charles, what is your problem?
Sir, I want to see where you change what.
At
The last.
the top, I declared WebDriver. I created a driver object. Na? See, in previous code, I created object in. I created WebDriver object Browser driver object. Browser driver object at top of the program now.
Yes, sir.
But that is not the correct one. Why? If you create here, if you create in this line, what will happen? First time it will execute. In this while loop, it will test case is there, it will execute. Next, within this while loop only, driver dot close is there now. Observe 48th line.
Driver dot Chrome driver.
Driver dot close.
Okay, sir.
Here, observe 48th line. Driver dot close is there now.
Yes, sir.
This is within the loop only now. Within the loop. Observe 26
It was in the same.
within this loop. Suppose after first iteration, if you close the driver, next it will go to second iteration. Second iteration, no driver na.
5.
Suppose
Okay, sir.
if you create this one at top of the program, earlier we did this one. Here we created. Here no. First time it will enter to loop, that time driver created, already created. Next, in 48th line driver close. Next, second iteration, from this
So
26th line only it will repeat now. But driver
Only one time, right?
available in
Driver-
18th statement now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Driver
Yes, sir.
creation statement available in 18th statement. Observe. First it will come down like this. In this while loop, it will execute driver. Next, 48th line close, driver close. Next, second iteration, it will come to this 26th line. But driver already closed. Driver creation statement available in 18th line. Second time it won't close now. It won't create now.
Yes, sir.
That's why it is performing one iteration only. See, in previous execution, first execution, only one iteration performed. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you place this code in this within the loop, every time it will create the driver. Here I declared WebDriver as static. It is new to you. Why? We are going to use driver object in different blocks of code. If you declare as static, then you can use that driver for entire class, any block of code. Next, I observe the 17th line. 17th line, browser executable file, instantiating the browser driver. It is only once now. Within loop not required. Only once for entire class. Getting? It is
Yes.
only once. Why Karun? We are not closing this one. Anyhow, no close here. But browser driver, we are closing now.
Yes, sir. So we need to open it.
We need to create it now.
Yes, sir.
That's why I used the statement driver creation statement within the loop.
Yeah.
But instantiating the browser driver, we are not closing the browser driver. Once you open, it is available for entire class complete execution time. Getting?
Okay, sir.
Now tell me, Charles, any other problems?
So once we execute, it will be running 3 different test sets.
3
So
iterations.
can you execute this script?
3
Oh, sorry.
iterations.
3 iteration.
Run. Observe first time browser launch. Valid input. This time it will pass. Close the browser window. Again launch. Again launch means create valid. Again launch third time. Passed. Now observe. First time login is successful, passed. Second time login is unsuccessful, valid. Third time it has to pass, but due to that reason, observe. I think maximum attempts over. After 5 minutes, it can be executed. Temp, I'm using valid input. Just a minute. Temp at 2020. I'm using valid input. Click login. What is the problem? Observe.
Maximum number of the attempts.
The maximum number of login attempts reached. Please try in 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it will execute. Why? Third iteration also. Third iteration also valid input. Observe. Any problem, Charles?
Yes, sir. One question, sir. Real-time question. Sir. I understand, sir, like, means we follow these and we are getting the output with the multiple iterations, execution result. But sir, in real time, like, do people remember each and every step? Like, we can save somewhere and we can try or debug and we can.
Already I told. Real time that we will discuss later in framework chapter. Here we are practicing the concepts. We are practicing the concepts. Say in real time, we don't use these conditional statements also for inserting verification point. We use testing framework annotations only for inserting verification points. And we don't prefer Eclipse IDE console result. We TestNG framework, using TestNG framework, we can define result and we can export that result to external files. Hello?
Will you teaching that test engine everything?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Already I told earlier, beginning of the chapter, we don't use conditional statements in for inserting verification points in real time. We use testing framework annotations. But here I am using this one. Why? We didn't discuss TestNG. That's why I am using programming conditional statements for inserting verification points. Now, test cases.
So we don't the
test cases understandable, isn't it? But in real time, we use testing framework, either JUnit or TestNG annotations. And here we are observing the test result using Eclipse IDE console, Eclipse IDE result console. But in real time, we don't use Eclipse IDE result console. We export our result to external files. In framework, we create different folders. One folder for storing test cases, one folder for storing reusable functions, one folder for storing test results, etc. We export our test case result to result folder. for future reference. Any problem?
No, sir. Because I understand, sir. I follow your video. I get the notes, but 60-line codes, if I need to do in real time in client premises, I cannot remember, sir, this 6 lines of code.
Which line?
I understand what is for what, but sir,
Which line?
that's what I was asking. Now I'm talking about the entire, we using the various flavors of the testing in data-driven testing, sir.
Say, you are talking about test result now.
Yes.
We don't use this concept in real time. But why I am using Eclipse IDE console for showing test result? It is only practice sessions. At the end, after discussing TestNG in framework, automation framework chapter, we will discuss how to store a result in external files, separate files. Next, how to insert verification points using testing annotations. Why we don't use programming condition statements for inserting verifications? TestNG, we use testing framework for defining result. If we use conditions, testing framework can't understand those conditions. That's why we are going to use testing framework annotations only for defining tester results in real time. Later I will change while discussing TestNG framework. Next, while discussing automation framework, you can get a real-time scenario.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now raise query Vasu regarding this test. Today only one test script. Okay, no problem. This is complex one. Any query, Karun? Raise query, Karun.
So I'm trying to understand this, sir. I'm trying to.
We completed, I think, all these steps. What are the steps? Creating test case, preparing test data, connecting test data to the test. I think 5 minutes over. Shall we try it? Run.
Sir, we can try tomorrow.
First successful.
Because I think,
Just
yeah, this we need a practice.
Third one. Now observe. 5 minutes over now. Now observe iterations. First iteration. Admin login successful. Password na Charles.
Yes. Sir. What about, sir,
Just
if
a
we
minute.
run and
Don't divert. Continue. First iteration. Admin login successful. Password na. Second iteration.
Yes, sir.
Failed. Third iteration.
Failed.
Passed na. Earlier failed in previous execution.
Yes.
That admin locking functionality fired. Now observe. First iteration passed. Second iteration failed. Third iteration again passed. Observe the input. First record valid input passed. Second record invalid input failed. Third record again valid input passed. Data driven testing showing correct output na.
Yes.
Now you ask me, Charles, what is your problem?
No, sir. Just wanted to know, sir, if it's lock when I will do practice or I'm doing, I need to wait 5 minutes. Right?
5 minutes. But first time it won't lock now. That's why I prepared three sets of test data. See, earlier we executed several times. That's why it is taking. But first time if you execute only one failed na.
Yes, sir.
For practice, I think no issue. But in real time, we ask
Okay, sir.
developer,
Thank you.
we ask development team to remove that locking functionality temporarily. Any other?
No, thank you very much, sir.
Vasu?
Sir, thank you.
Now observe one small point. Observe Karun. Data-driven testing. It is not test type. It is not a test type. It is an arrangement of test. It is an arrangement of execution. It is not test type. For example, functional testing. Functional testing. Functional testing is test type. Functional testing is test type. Next, performance testing is Saloni. Test type or arrangement?
Test type, sir.
Test type. Test type. Suppose data driven testing. Is it test type?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, it is not test type. As part of functional testing, we conduct data driven testing. It is an arrangement. It is a
Arrangement.
type of execution. Execution type means here we are executing a test case with multiple test
Sets of
data.
data.
Multiple sets of test data. This is execution type. See, test execution. Test execution type. Suppose single iteration. Next, multiple iterations. This is test execution type Vasu. Next, observe Vasu. We conduct compatibility testing using different browsers. Same test case with different browsers. Chrome browser, Edge browser, Mozilla Firefox browser like. That is called compatibility. Compatibility testing. Say, browser compatibility testing. Is it a test type or execution type?
Test type, sir.
Test type, yes. It is non-functional. It is test type only. Test type only. Next, batch testing, Vasu. Batch testing. Is it test type?
It's execution type.
Execution type. Here it is arrangement. It is arrangement. Here we execute group of test cases or set of test cases. Getting? Now I am going to close the today's session. First, Charles, confirm Charles. After the class, practice this data-driven testing code multiple times, then you can get clarity. Charles, any queries regarding this today's class? Charles not available. Charles not responding.
No, sir. I have
Okay. Any queries, Karun?
No, sir, I'm good for now. I'll practice more, sir.
Welcome. Saloni?
I'm okay, sir. I need to practice more.
Welcome. Vasu?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.